What it do is your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Um, the URL, this case right here was presented before night court by P. Black. This was a close vote. This vote was passed by only one vote. 12 votes out of the 12 votes yes to 11 votes no. This was only passed by one vote. One vote it won by. People had mixed feelings about this next case I'm going to present that was brought up about the URL. Congratulations to P. Black, on behalf of this blog. So this case was passed before the night court. Number one popular show in battle rap. Let's keep it real. Night court be cracking, be going hard. It's the People's channel, the People's show where you call up and present your case. Any case you want to, you present it, you argue it, present it before the people who act as the jury in the comments, and they vote on it. And if it passed 12 yeses, it get passed, then I do a blog on it. If it gets 12 no's, it's kicked out, and you never hear from it again. So this was presented and passed by the One United Front and the supporters of the Battle Truth Court on night court. Now, the case that was presented by P. Black was this. So the URL appears to lost another venue from the altercation and fight that went down in Queens on a reloaded card against Calico and Briz. Moot, T-Top. In other words, Murderland versus Dark Life, the fight that went on between them. And it appears they lost that venue. That was a big place. Even Swade was talking about how beautiful it was up in there, how many people could have fit in there, and it was like a gold mine just lost. We have seen the URL lately going on these tours around the country, Houston, North Carolina, Miami, the West Coast, Cleveland. They doing this world tour around the United States where they just find a different venue to open up and perform, to put on big shows and things like that. And that's a smart idea. Well, this case was brought up before P. Black because P. Black was saying the URL need a headquarters. They need a headquarters and they need their own building where he believes if the URL had their own place of business, they're respected more. They would enforce the rules at hand more. Because it's a difference when you and somebody else building, throwing something because it don't belong to you and you only there just for a moment. When you have your own place and establishment, you tend to care more, you tend to be more locked in, you tend to make sure that everything runs better and smoothly. Because P. Black concerned with this. He believes Smack could have intervened at some time during that Briz Ross thing and Murder Moot altercation. And not only that, the altercation that was taking place all through the night with the Snake Eyes and Ace Amin, with the NWX and Monstar battle, that he should have intervened before things got out of hand. That's just what he believed. That's what he believed and said. I ain't go back and look at the footage, so I couldn't really say much at all on that. Rather not how fast he responded or reacted or not. But a lot of the fans do agree that the URL need their own headquarters and building and venue to throw their events in. Because they making enough money to do that now that they can own their own thing. The app making almost $1 million allegedly a year. I mean, not a year, a month. Not including what YouTube give them. Not including all the other sponsors and tickets and pay-per-view sales and things like that. So definitely money is being made and generated that the URL can have a URL headquarters in their own venue where they can make money and throw battle rap events at. Now, at first I was just like, no, They don't really need to get a building. I was actually against it. I was like, no, they don't really need to get a building, because what they doing now is genius. They traveling around the country. Then they looking for big markets. You see what they just did in Atlanta. See what they did in Houston. See what they did in North Carolina. They having big turnouts in these states because they not there on a regular basis. So if they could take their major cards and position one in every state with a big following, like they do in Nome and Houston, then they do the Smack Volume in Orlando. Then they do the band legacies in the DMV. Then they do the they doing the, what's the ones they doing in Charlotte? But then they do the traffic or initiation on the West Coast. So they have these major cards set up in these states, and that's big business for them because they not saturating the states. They throwing their events only one time a year. So these states or cities can look forward to having a URL event in their hometown one time a year, like an All-Star game or Super Bowl or championship, something like that. So that's very genius. They always, by them doing that, the chances of them having a sellout crowd, most likely always gonna happen, because it's something that only happens once a year, like an anniversary. Even though they regularly throwing battles on a regular, but those cities get it one time a year. That's genius. That's big. But at the same time, I still can understand that even if they traveling all around the country and renting out other places and venues to do these things, they should have a headquarters back home in New York, where they have their own building where they do their thing there too. So I could see that. I can understand that. It makes some sense. I mean, no wonder it was so close in the voting that it only got passed by one vote, because either way, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a good idea. But I mean, it ain't gonna hurt them. It ain't gonna break them. It'll just be something for the most part that they could say, this ours and we got it, we own it. I don't know, but I think they probably don't want them many responsibilities and liabilities neither for having their own building. You know, they ain't have to really worry about a lot of that stuff. But it is what it is. Tell me what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about the URL having their own headquarters and venue? Y'all think that's a good idea or not? Let me know in the comments. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment lesson question. It's yours. Click the link in my description box and follow me on Instagram. I'm going to follow you back. Also, if you able, only if you able, please donate to the channel. Your charity, contribution, and support is definitely needed and appreciated for all the hard work I put in and do for y'all, man, to keep this thing up and going, to motivate me and just, you know, let me know that my work is being appreciated. So if you able, and only if you able, please donate to the channel. And it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.